Thank you for the organizing committee for giving me this privilege of introducing Reverend Father Charles Ogada from Nigeria. We are very fortunate today to have in our midst Reverend Father Charles Ogada, who hails from Nigeria, West Africa. He is a Catholic priest from the Holy Cross Order, and he was given the divine command, if I may say, to be in the spiritual world at the very early age of 17 years. While many of us talk of coming into the Swami fold, Reverend Father Charles talk of Swami coming to him. I think he will elaborate on that when he comes to the podium. Nigeria is a country where people are very passionate about their religion. And the two major religions in Nigeria are Islam and Christianity. It is remarkable to note that Father Charles held on to the Sai philosophy in spite of many persecutions. I mean, many of us are shy to talk about Sai in the wider community, whereas Father Charles, while he is being persecuted, and in one case he was put to prison as well, he was strong enough to hold on to the Sai philosophy. Swami has blessed him with many opportunities to address devotees in Sai Kulwant Hall in the divine physical presence. And Reverend Father Charles has conducted Mass in Chaitanya Jyoti. Father Charles also has given talks and written articles about multi-faith via Radio Sai and Heart to Heart. Many of us who were in Brisbane a couple of weeks ago as part of the national conference witnessed the multi-faith prayer organized by Father Charles. And on the Sunday morning, the hall was filled with divine energy. Words cannot describe the feeling we all enjoyed on that morning. Very solemn and elevated experience we all had. May I now invite Reverend Father Charles.
Sairam. Remind me, my Lord. Remind me, my Lord. Remind me, my Lord, who I am. Remind me, my Lord. Remind me, my Swami. Remind me, my Lord, who I am. I am one, the eternal one, Ananda Swarupa, He Prima Swarupa. Remind me, my Lord, who I am. Ananda Swarupa, He Prima Swarupa. Remind me, my Lord. Remind me, my Lord. Remind me, my Swami. Remind me, my Lord, who I am. We shall be dwelling on this. Who are you? You. Who are you? You. Yeah, you. Not you. Sarah. Can everyone say that? Ask that question. Who am I? Ask yourself. Ask yourself, who am I? I want to hear it. Ask yourself, who am I? No, don't ask with the mind. Ask with the heart. When I was asking you, who are you? You are not sure. Eh? And then you say, me? Where are you? Where was your hand pointing at? Is it not the heart? Do you say me? You don't say me? You say me? You mean me? The I lives in the heart. So can you ask yourself with passion, who am I? Everyone. Or who are you? This is the answer. You can't say what it is. Whatever you say it is not that. Because it is the indescribable one, the inconceivable one. That's why to realize that the only thing is be still. Silence. This question is so important. In fact, it is the beginning, the middle, and the end of all of human quest. How many are we here? One. Say one. Are you sure? Are you sure? Huh? Remember when, after the conference? How many are we? When Swami was in the interview room with his students, and you know when you are in Swami's presence, am I blocking something? Oh, Swami did. Oh, you are looking at me. Sairam. Swami was with his students. When you are in Swami's presence, nothing exists. And they were immersed in that divine bliss. Then all of a sudden, Swami threw a question to them. Swami asked them, who am I? This was the same question that Jesus asked his disciples about 2,000 years ago. He asked them, who am I? Very important. And then from the different corners of the interview room came thunderous responses. Somebody once there at the corner said, Swami, you are God. He expected Swami to say yes. Swami said, no. He was surprised. Another person from another corner said, Swami, you are Shiva Shakti. And Swami said, Gadu. No. Another person said, Swami, you are Atma Swarupa. Swami said, no. Like that, they kept on until their head were empty. All that they have learned, all that have been told about Swami, then when they have exhausted everything in their head, they kept silent. There was absolute silence. They were just looking at Swami because all their concepts, Swami has deleted them. All their concepts of God. Then Swami turned to them and said with a smile, I am I. Can everyone say that? I am I. Don't say it with your head. Can you say it with passion? I am I. I am I. Are you sure? So how many eyes are here? Everyone say I. How many? One. Only one eye. It is this eye that has multiplied itself as this. It is this eye that has become this body that you are calling Father Charles. Now, when the eye stands alone as I, it is God. When the eye stands alone as I, it is the one in all. When the I stands alone as I, it is the one without a second. But when the I now leaves the I and moves in a tangent, and I'm a woman, problem. I am a man, problem. I am Australian, problem. Before he was Indian, no? After living here 40 years, he now say, I am Australian, problem. I am African. But when the I stands alone as I, it is silence. And it is in silence that you realize that you are that can never be described. You say how many we are here? One. Are you sure? Okay, everyone stand up. Stand up. Are you turn to your right or to your left? But you must face someone when you are turning. Don't turn and face nobody. Turn and face somebody. Come and face me. Okay. Come, because you're going to face me. Oh, you have no one. Okay, come. Face him, then face him. Then come. Your mind.
Your mind.
Huh? When you want to tell somebody I love you, really with passion, you say, the hand automatically goes to the heart. Even a little child, whether he is African or American or anywhere, because the home of the eye is the heart. The heart is not the physical one. The physical one is at the left. You don't point to the left. You point to the right. So, we're going to perform an exercise right now. This is very important. Turn to the person, look into his eyes or her eyes, because what you are seeing is your reflection. When you look into his eyes, you see yourself in his eyes. Now, my heart, my breath, and I sign it with my handwriting and say, look at him, that's me. Then the youth couldn't also believe it. They now brought the film Shivaratri, one of the Shivaratri films that I bought, and they showed it to everyone. When Swami was bringing out the lingam, he said, that's his Jesus. He cannot serve two masters at the same time. If I'm there in their mental space, I will also do the same thing. They couldn't believe it. Remember what I said? I put my things there. By the time I went back, they have taken those things again. And they have also taken my international passport. In fact, the priest, when he heard that I was around, organized some prayer warriors. Immediately, they came to me to exercise me. It was that day I was stripped. No priesthood, it was stripped. No job, my job for 8 years, no job, no priesthood, no home, no friend. All my friends ran away because they thought I was doing juju. You know what is juju? African voodoo. Don't understand what it is. It means that actually you are in a very dangerous thing. You have to kill human beings to use their, you know what they did to Swami when he was young, to exercise. That type of demonic thing. So that you go to India, and of all places, India, when you talk about India, it's another thing altogether, remember? Because they believe that India is where the medicine is strong. As I was walking out, I don't know where to go, no destination. I had no money. That night, Swami came in my dream. And in the dream, he was towering like in heavens. I was like a little ant at his feet. And he said to me, when Swami is playing, you do not need to play. Watch. Nataraja, Nataraja. So, you know that song? Come on. Nataraja. Sarah. He is the dance. He is the play. All is playing. In any case, the following year I went back to the party. Then I had 6 months. Don't ask me how I got my passport. Because they never gave it to me. I had to go to the immigration officer and I told him everything and he said, don't worry. It's like your passport was stolen. So like that I was able to get another passport. So I went back to India and then I had 6 months. I stayed throughout 6 months almost until my visa was expiring. Swami never looked at me. Swami never talked to me. Swami never said, what happened to you at home? Don't worry, you are mine. Don't worry, don't mind them. You are mine. Swami also told me, I'm not yours. That was the most painful aspect of it. I could lose every other thing, but let me not lose my Swami. Just a smile. That's why I told you, he makes you stand without what? A stand. Because he was pulling me inwards. He was pulling me inwards to realize that Swami is inside. Let go of everything. Relinquish the imperative to understand, to know. The following year I went back to Kudapati, nothing. The following year I went, nothing. The first year that I went, I prayed to Swami during one of the interviews. I So Swami, please come to Africa. So I said, I'm already in Africa. Do you know Victor Kano? I didn't know him then. He said, I'm walking through him. So there was another 2 years or 3 years I came to Puttapati. I saw Victor Kano, Brother Victor Kano. And then I just went to greet him and to share with him. And then he said, why not come to Zambia? Come to Zambia and teach. I said to him, if Swami knows. He said, no. Take one step. Swami will take 10 steps. I looked at him. I said, Dad, in my own case, Swami takes all the steps. Well, it happened. He went back to Zambia, and within the space of 2 to 3 months, everything worked out. And then my visa, my work permit, everything came out on Group Purunima. And then they called me and said, look, it has happened, come. I went to Zambia. When I was going to Zambia, I was going with a heart full of rest. I said, okay, now let me go to Swami's school. Remember, the most difficult thing is that when they did not excommunicate me, I was not in the church, I was not outside the church. At the time, I wanted to resign, but I had to get Swami's permission. So I wrote a letter, and then I was trying to give it to Swami. When I wrote the letter, I knew Swami's tricks. When I wrote the letter, Swami, please, I want to resign from the Catholic priesthood so that I will really know that I'm out of the church, so that I will now concentrate on the mission. And I wrote, Swami, if you take this letter, it means that you are saying yes. Because sometimes it takes the letter, people will tell you, you never know what actually, whether it is a yes or a no. I was trying to give it to Swami. Swami didn't receive it. He put a party. He went to Highfield. I went with him to Highfield. For months, I was trying to give it to him. He didn't receive it. And I said to him, because I was really frustrated, I didn't know what to do. You know, the greatest thing to do is to sit and do nothing. Try it. Just try it. Try sitting at home for 1 week without doing anything. So I said in my heart, Swami, whether you like it or not, we are going to receive this letter. I went to the courier office and I told him the lady there, please, this letter is very, very important to me. So I would want to get a receipt that the attendant has collected the letter to give to Swami. So she said, that's not a problem. I mean, I went in the morning, he said, come in the afternoon, 4:30. You get the receipt, because we do it every day. By 12 o'clock, the attendant will go to give it to Swami's attendant. 3:30, I was there. Immediately in Sunday, she didn't ask any question. She just pulled the drawer and brought out a bunch, about 25 receipts. And they started flipping. He went through first time, he went through second time, he went through third, and she remembered what I told her. So she became agitated, started pulling all the drawers. I said to her, look, it's either you bring the letter back that I give to you, or you produce the receipt. She said to me, come the following day, I will talk to the person who personally gave it to that Swami's attendant. I came the following day, there was nowhere, my receipt was nowhere to be found. And I knew it was Swami. I was just trying to make sure. You can't beat him in the game. And if he says people are asking, how is it that you are surviving in the Catholic Church? I'm not sorry, it's just him. If he says you are there, you are there. If he says there's communicate you. If he wants you to do work in the church, he is the boss. That's why I tell you, don't work. I went to Zambia. Is it not where I stopped? I went to Zambia, thinking that, okay, now I'm going to rest. I'm going to be in Swami's school. He has given me the permission to go and stay in school. November, Brother Victor Kano and Jennifer went to India for Swami's birthday. There was a teacher there that suddenly grew rabbinic jealousy. Ravana, you know Ravana. But it's also a reflection of myself, because whatever happens to you is for you. And then he organized, because he thought that I have come to take over from the Victor Kano and Jennifer, and he has an eye in it. Organized that I was dealing in drugs. They called the drug enforcement agency, and then all of a sudden, in the one afternoon, they came and picked me up. But I sat my room, took everything, the booty, whatever, took it to Lusaka, and I was put in prison. No, when I say prison, don't know, it's not an Australian prison, it's Africa. We were about 25 in one room, small room. You can hardly even find a space to lie down. And there is never an ant you see in Africa that is not a cockroach, bed bug, name it. That night, what I'm telling you is my experience in the prison, because Swami came to me there. I would have loved to go through 100 times in prison to have just one of those experiences. Five minutes, thank you. I'll summarize quick. Let me tell you the dream. Swami came. He took me in a tunnel and took me to a mountain, and we were there for like ages. And then he waved his hand and started drawing. And after drawing, he's an artist. After drawing, it was his hands. And then he gave me those hands. And he said to me, never forget, those hands are always with you. I'm just saying this in words, but in experience, he gave me everything. Gave me everything. Everything is in that hand. That night, the prisoners told me, we want to pray. We want to pray. And they started praying. They started singing. They sang with venom, with passion, with love. And after singing, they told me to talk to them. They gave me a Bible. And I started speaking to them. And then many were weeping. That night, they gave me the only pillow that was in that cell. You know what is a pillow? No, you don't know what's a pillow. It's a empty can. Just so that you'll be able to lift up your head from the ground and maybe have a little nap. They showed me so much love that I couldn't describe it. But it's Swami doing that to me. In any case, remember, finally I went back to Zambia again, and then even that teacher, we were like this. Because actually what he needed was love. And I discovered actually he needed love, and I gave it to him. Then we became like this. Finally, in conclusion, it was only in 2006 I was doing some work with Heart to Heart. Then Brother John Vera came to me and told me, why not speak during Christmas? I said, if it happens. I said, I'm telling you now, prepare, you're going to speak during Christmas. I said, okay. Christmas Day, that was the first time Swami was breaking the silence. And I was going to give him the flower, and he was like melting away. He couldn't wait for me to come. He was like getting off the seat. And he said, I remember. Has he forgotten? He does not forget you. He cannot forget you. He is the one doing everything. And after I had spoken, he materialized a change. First of all, he asked me, do you like Swami's face? Look at that question. And then he materialized a pendant with his face, and then he put it on my neck, and he held me again like that for a long time. And I disappeared. How many times have I disappeared? Why is he holding me, hugging me, to tell me we are one? There's no difference. You're one with him. And when you go through these experiences, know that immediately you cling. It's like putting you in a crucible. You know what's crucible? Is there any goldsmith here? He puts you in fire, and then he leaves you alone, as if to say he was not the one who put you there. Then after melting, he brings you out. to see whether you like his face, whether you can be formed in the image of his face. And then you reject. Immediately you reject, you deny, you castigate, he puts you back in the fire because it's spoiled. Don't let go. Be happy. Be happy, brothers and sisters, be happy. He does everything. He does everything. Yes, I am.
Salam everyone. What can I say after Father Charles has said everything here? So, he said that we don't know, we don't do nothing, but if we do understand that nothing, we will then understand everything. Wasn't that beautiful? Yes. Okay. Without taking much of your time, my humble pranam at the lotus feet of our Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. We thank Swami for giving us this opportunity to have Father Charles Ogada with us this afternoon. As you all have witnessed, this is such a jewel who has come all the way from Nigeria to enlighten us all and help us in our spiritual journey. Father Charles, we thank you for that.
Oh,
श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की